100, 200, 300, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 1,000,000, 2,000,000, 3,000,000. Saying big numbers in English can be difficult when they get really big, especially when there are a lot of numbers. Let's start by practicing with hundreds. For the hundreds, what you'll say is the first number. For example, for 720, you would say 7. Then you say the word hundred, 700. And then you say the next two numbers together. 720, 720. Saying hundreds is pretty easy. Let's practice. 380, 516, 907, 615, 850. Notice for this middle one, 907, we only have a 0 in the middle of the number. So we don't have anything in the tens column. And therefore, we don't say anything for the tens column. We just skip it. We just say 907. And we do that for 901 or 101 all the way to when the last number is a 9. Would in this case be 909. Many Americans would say "un" or "and" for hundreds. You're not really supposed to unless it's a decimal, but most Americans do. So for this number, instead of saying 907, they might say 907 or 907. Now let's talk about thousands. When you see the first comma from the right, and by the way, we put a comma after each 3 numbers from the right. So 1, 2, 3, comma, 1, 2, 3, comma. But when you see the first comma, we say thousand. And you can't necessarily see all of that. There we go. You say the word thousand. So what we'll do is we'll read the first number 3, and then we'll say the word thousand. 3,000. Here you see it. 5,000. Since we have 3 zeros, we won't say anything else other than 5,000. So here in this case, we would say 3,000, and now we have to read the hundreds. Remember? 950. Now we even have a bigger number. We'll still say the number before the comma, before we say the word thousand. And then when we see the comma, we'll say thousand. 30,511. Let's try this one. 511,000. 511,000. Now let's look at this one. This is even more confusing. So we'll say the numbers before the comma first. Think of that comma as like a dividing wall. 500,000. And then 11, because there's nothing in the hundreds column. So we say 500,011. Let's take a look at this one. 511,030. That was a difficult one to say. Now let's talk about millions. When you see the second comma from the right, you say the word million. So let's see, we have 1 comma. See how this comma is big? 2. That's the second one from the right. 1, 2. So this one we're going to say 5 million. And there's nothing else, so we won't say any thousands or anything like that. Let's take a look right here. 1,200,000. 1,200,000. Let's take a look at this one. 12,020,000. 12,020,000. Let's take a look at this one. 300 million. 140,000. 280. 300,140,280. That's probably how much money you have, right? I'm sure you have 300,140,280 dollars. We'll say dollars at the end. And now we're going to learn how to say dollars. Say dollars after the number. So when we see the dollar sign, we're going to say that after the number, but before the decimal point. So everything before the decimal point, we say the number, and then after that, we'll say dollars. So here we see $7. Here we see $700. And then we will say the word and when you see the decimal point. See that decimal point? That's why you really shouldn't say and when you're saying hundreds. That's why you shouldn't say 380, because we are supposed to say and when we see the decimal point for things that are worth less than 1. So here we see 380, and if we had a dollar sign, $380, and then we had a decimal point with cents, you can't say $380.01. It's a little bit strange. Just say $380.01.